Hi, today I'm going to explain to you the 10 reasons why your website might not be working for you, why you are unable to make sales over your website or still unable to make leads through your website. A professional functional website is the backbone of your internet business. The website is your storefront that lists all your services and your products. This storefront must be able to attract visitors and should make them to take an action over it. That action could be anything. It could be an inquiry, it could be a sale, it could be a lead, it could be anything. If one out of every 5 visitors of your website is not even filling an inquiry form, then there is something severely wrong with your website. What's wrong with your website? For that, I definitely would have to look over it, but I'm going to explain the 10 reasons that, and amongst them, there could be a couple of reasons that your website is not working for you. Let's find out. First and the most common reason: content placement. Don't let your visitors wander and leave your website just because they don't understand why they landed over your website. You never know what the visitor might be thinking before landing over your website, and it's your creative job to attract them. It's your creative job to place a stunning, irresistible offer title right in front of them that makes them to take an action, that tells them why exactly they are on your website, and that develops their interest in your products. You should place your headline and offer right above the fold. Here in this image, you can see a dotted line right in the middle of the page. This is the line, this is the place what we call a fold. It's usually the middle of the page, and the area above the fold is the area that is displayed when a user visits your website. Remember, people don't like to scroll down to see what you are offering. They want every information right in front of you. So the most important content area is the area right above the fold. You should place your most important product, your service, and your offer title right above the fold. Use a stunning headline or an irresistible offer title right above the fold. Now, this is the most common mistake webmasters do. They neglect this area, they place a lot of things over here, a lot of irrelevant things that shouldn't be here, and they lose a chance to make a sale. Now, let's move on to the second reason. It's fancy fonts, images, and some other things. Let's see what these could be. Do not distract your visitor with too many irrelevant images, and try not to use a slider of any sort. Images are important. I know an image speaks 1,000 words, but they should be aligned, properly aligned with your products. Use descriptive images and let your visitors read your offer title easily, and that can only be done if you are not using fancy fonts and images. Here you can see this image looks very pleasing, the colors are soothing, but you cannot read the text easily. It's a fancy font, it's an image, and it's a distraction actually. You should not use such fonts that are not easy to read. You should not use too many images, and you should not use any sort of animation above the fold. You should not use flash above the fold. Try not to use any sort of sliders. Sliders actually distract your users, and you will lose your visitor in a flick. Avoid fancy fonts, flash, and other animations above the fold. Now let's move on to the third reason and find out if you are amongst those who are not using site links and navigation properly. Organize your content in a way that people are familiar with. A website visitor usually expects links to other pages like about page, contact page, FAQs, etc. on your website right above the fold. If you're providing multiple products, you should use drop down menu in a proper visible hierarchy. Let's see. Here is an example. Now this website is making a huge mistake. They are offering a free report, unbelievable but true. And they are asking for your name and email. But the thing is, I cannot find an about page. I really want to know who is this person who is giving me a free report, and I want to know more about him. But I cannot find an about page. The about page should have been there in the red box stating website menu should have been here, and there should have been a menu, but there is no menu over there, so I'm not trusting this guy with my name and email address. Organize your content in a way that people already are familiar with. People are familiar with a navigation structure in which they can clearly see about us page and a contact page. You should present these pages above the fold to not make people to scroll down to see who you are. Next is business information. Who are you? If I am your client, I would really like to know more about you, more about the business. So there should be an about page, and your about page is one of the must-have pages. You should always describe yourself, your company, your products to your prospects, and this information should be presented in a very convincing way. Before getting into business with you, your clients would definitely feel like to be connected with the business owner, and that is why your business information should also contain your name at least. It would be much better if you can provide a little more information about yourself. If you write a blog, you should provide a link to that blog in the about page so that people know that you are a real person. They know that they're dealing with real people, and real people will get them real results. Don't hide anything about your business and yourself. Of course, you don't need to hide anything. Let them communicate with you. Contact information. Contact page of your website with an easy to fill contact form is very important. A link to your contact page should be visible above the fold, and you should tell your visitor the time frame in which you will get back to them. That is very important that you tell them the time frame. If you can contact them within 24 hours or 48 hours, your clients should know how much time would it take for you to contact them back. Now here I have presented an example of a page. This is a very common mistake most webmasters do. They provide a contact page with their phone number, with the physical address and an email address. Rather, you should provide a contact us form, a very easy to fill contact us form. It's very simple to find out. You can just Google contact scripts and you will find very simple contact forms that will take a user's name, email address, phone number and the subject message, etc. It's very easy for users to type in instead of going to their mailbox and writing you an email. Now this is an important point. Having a live chat support and a business contact number adds up to your professional look. Encourage your visitors to talk to you. This makes them feel personally connected. But a mistake that most webmasters do in providing live support is they don't have capacity to answer the calls or the live chats. If you do not have an active support team, this will go against you. This will rebound and it can really turn against you. Having an icon of live chat that is offline and a phone number that does not answer is something that will definitely annoy your prospect and you will lose them in a flick. So if you don't have a support team, you should better stick with a contact form. Now 90% of the times when a visitor will contact you asking for a little more information, he or she is already ready to buy your product or service. That's true. In fact, I would say that it's about 100% of the times whenever somebody would contact you asking for a little more information, they have actually made up their mind to buy from you. So your contact information is very important, and your turnaround time, the time in which you will get back to your prospects, is also very important. So whenever you receive an email, try to answer it as soon as possible. Let's see the next reason: work experience. Well, that is another important thing. If you're providing a service, this can be your best shot. In service industry, experience is the most valuable asset, and you must incorporate it within your website. Tell your visitors about your past experience in the form of a portfolio, and also tell them exactly how long you have been providing these services. 10 years. Now it's a long time. If you're providing services for 10 years, you should definitely incorporate it in your website. You should tell your visitors, even if it's not 10 years, even if it's a couple of years, you should tell your visitors that you are into the business, you are into the market, you know the market, you understand your client need, and that really adds up to your professionalism. But if you're selling a product, although your experience is not that much important, but that product, the age of that product is very important. If your product is in the market for some time, you should tell its age to your visitors and the benefits it will bring to them. Of course, you'll tell them and I'll explain it in the coming slides. Experience sells itself. Yes, that's true. If you have written your experience over your website and your visitor can view it clearly, then they probably won't ask anything else. Testimonials. Other users' experience with you is something that encourages your prospect to convert into sales. That is very important. You should have some testimonials. Always ask for a feedback from your existing clients, and don't forget to show that to your prospects over your website. Testimonials really play an important role in making your prospects mind to buy from you. It's a convenience for them, and if you don't have reviews or testimonials at the moment, offer your services in a very low cost just to get some. If you're selling a product, get some reviews of that product from internet, and also do provide the source of those reviews. If you're selling your own product, well, again, offer it in a very low price. Offer your product or your services over a discounted price. Offer a trial version just to get some reviews. Testimonials are really very important, and they play a very important role in making up the mind of your prospect. Client speaks. And yes, if you have some testimonials, if you have some product reviews, your clients are actually becoming your marketing team. They are selling for you. Make others speak for you and sell for you. Branding. You might have products that are already branded, but are you branded? Is your storefront, your website branded? I always stress over having an advertising budget for your business that should be evenly distributed over time. It doesn't matter if you have a low advertising budget, it's not a problem. Even if it's $100 a month, you can just distribute it over 2 months by spending $50 a month, and a consistent flow of traffic. Maybe your advertisement will be displayed in front of some 30-40 guys, but at least they will see your branding efforts every day. Apart from display media advertising, your social media presence is a tool of measurement of your branding efforts. You should own your brand identity over social media networks like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and since November 2011, Google Plus. Display your social media links over your website to your prospects so that they know that they are dealing with real people who will bring them real results. Use social media to brand your identity. Another interesting thing about social media is that it actually helps you to market your product. It actually helps you to get some testimonials. It actually helps your prospect to make their mind to buy your product. If I were to visit your website, I would definitely look into your social media presence and see how well you are connected with your current customers, how well do you respond to their queries and things like that. That will actually build my trust in you. Product features. Well, most of your clients would ask, what's in it for me? And you should answer this question in the same way as it's asked, what's in it for them. You should exactly tell them what's in it for them. Your product or service must be wrapped with the points that answer this question. Instead of telling your visitor merely the benefits of your product, you should tell them exactly how it will help them, how it's the most beneficial product to revolutionize their lives. Use the problem solving approach by providing with the solution, not a product. Here is an example. I really like this page. I really like the presentation of this product. It's Dermalogy Acne Treatment Cream. They have presented the solutions that this product will bring to your life. Complete acne treatment, natural and organic solution, easy absorption and fast result, work for both men and women, no tangling sensation, improve skin firmness, and etc. etc. These are actually the benefits of this product. This is actually the solution. One very important thing is, no one buys a toothpaste. Everyone buys the idea of white teeth. No one buys a product. Everyone buys a solution. Present your prospects with a solution. Do not provide them a product, provide them a solution. Last and the most important thing. Your visitors know you, understand your product or service, believe in you, trust you. Now it is the time for them to take an action. Clear calls of action must be placed at least once and at most twice over a page. Remember, every page of your website is a landing page. Even if it's about page, it should contain at least one call of action. Most webmasters who actually understand the importance of this call of action, I'm sorry, I would come back to the next slide. Yes, I'll move forward after I complete this. Most webmasters make this mistake by giving call of action more than twice over a page, and that actually annoys your visitors. You don't actually want to lose your customers just by over stressing them. Stress, but do not over stress. Don't make them annoyed. Unnecessary persuasion makes them feel forced and they just leave your website. Now in this slide there are two pages. On the left you can see a product wrapped with points, benefits, features and advantages of the product, but there is no call of action. There is nothing. If even they cannot do anything over this page. Whereas on the second half you can see clearly that there is a get instant access button now, and clear form and everything. Now this is a very impressive call of action. Here people will actually convert into leads, later on could be converted into sales, and you can have a very growing business with such clients. Once again, I'll stress over placing your calls of action, but not more than twice. Stress, but don't overstress over calls to action. This is very important. Do not overstress. Again, its call of action is very important, but do not overstress. Please do not overstress. Now these are the most common mistakes that webmasters do, and rectifying these issues will definitely help you grow as an internet business. Now if you have any questions, if you need to ask anything, if you want to consult me, I'm offering a 1 hour no obligation free consulting session. You can discuss your business model with me. You can discuss how you can actually increase your sales, and you can discuss how to transform your business into a brand. I can discuss with you social media marketing and planning. I can discuss with you how you can improve your search engine ranking. You would have a complete live 1 hour session with me, and that is free, no obligation session. Just visit the website, go to the consulting session, and make an appointment with me. Our pre-sales team and the consulting management team would contact you with some details, and you can have a free 1 hour SEO session with me. We can discuss marketing, we can discuss search engine optimization, and I'm sure that that session would definitely help you out. Do visit once again the website, and to take this opportunity of a free consulting session. Thank you very much.